It's been quite an adventure, and it continues, and here we go tonight with this thing that Kirby and I did, and what I would like to do is just give you a quick overview of it, because as Kirby and I went through, just a couple of topics, trying to figure out what it is we would try to cover in this piece, and it's really tough to say really profound things in short stuff.
Even in long stuff.
Even in long stuff, it's hard to say profound things. So, and incidentally, one more time, regarding the practice tracks for this, MCP, the company that we're working with in New York, has made practice tracks and they are being fixed. They will not be put up on our resources page. They have a link, and I will send you the link and the password, and you will go in there and access those MP3s, and then you can download them in whatever way you want, whether making them a CD or put them in your phone or however you do that. I'm hoping that I will be able to make, for those of you who are like me, not so tech savvy, that I'll be able to make a few CDs out of it. I don't know exactly how that's going to go yet, but we'll figure it out. If not, I call Jim afterwards and say, Jim! Which is what I usually do when I have a problem with it. Okay, so the analogy that we came up with that keeps coming back in Turn the World Around is the idea that the sun keeps shining all the time. Light goes on. Light goes on. It is we who are turning. We turn away from the light, and even though it's darkness, even though we're in the dark, the light is still shining. And all we have to do that analogy keeps coming up over and over again in this piece. There are 7 songs altogether. Every one of them is a different groove. The groove master has seen to it that every one of them is a different groove. So the first one, Turn the World Around, is sort of a pre-summary of what it is we're going to do. And it says, I'll throw just a few things at you. I'm on page 3. All the world keeps turning to a brighter day. Every dawn brings hope that we will find our way. One for all and all for one, we stand and say, let the walls come tumbling down, hatred lost and kindness found. Voices clear and true resound with understanding. It's a change of heart, and it's time to start a revolution. From darkness into light. As the earth turns around the sun, hearts are turning. Can't stop the light from being light. And when night falls, the sun's still shining bright. Nothing stops it. Earth turns, and we all step into light. So then, the next piece, number 2, what a world. We started with our phenomenal place in the galaxy. What a thing we have here with this little planet. Here we are, spinning through space with the earth beneath our feet and the sun on our base. From a mighty wave to a tiny drop of dew, from the smallest seed to the grandest view. It's a miracle indeed, and it's all we'll ever need to live a life that's new every day, in every way. What a world. So, we start with this little planet and what we can do here. And here's the second verse is sort of a premonition of what's to come. Mother Earth, she's the perfect place for a rainbow of colors called the human race. Like the flowers in her field blooming side by side, we lean in the breeze, we reach for the light. We're a miracle indeed, and the earth is all we need. So number 3, a good thing, is based on the idea that if good wasn't predominant, as much as the news buries us every day, if good wasn't predominant, I don't think we'd be here. I think we would have already annihilated ourselves if, in fact, good wasn't predominant. Unfortunately, it's not on the front page of the newspaper, and we make that point in here. And so we use a smile. You know, a smile is a good thing. A smile smiles back, spreads it around, fills the room with a joyful sound. A smile is a smile the whole world round. The good that a smile can bring, you know, it makes you want to dance, it makes you want to sing. Yes, a smile is good, so good, and what good does is a good thing. So we make the point of that we are intrinsically good, and that's what we are going to make a huge point of. Okay, words is pretty intense. And it talks about hate at the beginning. And it's going to be pretty dramatic doing this. Us and them. You're not one of us, so you must be one of them. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? We're going to be in two choruses going back and forth. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? Until we get to, don't you hate, hate, rim shots on the drum. Da, 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 da. And we're going to cover our ears. And then take a deep breath, and exhale, and go right into it. Words. They shape how we feel. They can be sharp as a knife and cold as steel. Carelessly used, they can make us mad. Make us think we're enemies. And that's nothing but bad. Let it fall. Let it go. Let the dust of hatred blow like the wind. Let it fade out of sight. Let the fear disappear. Let our kinship be clear. Because the other side of darkness is light. And two more verses of that. The third verse goes into, it starts in a minor key, goes into a major key, third verse on page 5. Words, the message they send. Oh, the pain they can heal, the hearts they can mend. What great things they do when they're smooth as water. Let's say words that heal every day, every hour. It's the principle, and I will have narration that connects these ideas in between, much like I do in regular concerts, that will be a little more specific, that will take you from idea to idea. It's the principle came out of wanting to keep track of the progress we've made. We've made a lot of progress, even though there's so much more we can do, but we've made a lot of progress. Kirby and I have talked about all the things we've seen happen just in our own lives. My dad lived, he was born in 1908, and he lived into the new millennium, and he saw basically what might be the most incredible century for human progress that will ever occur. He remembers the first airplane flying overhead. He remembers electricity coming to their house.
Radio.
You know, he was the first guy at the age of 19. He was the first guy to run a rental car agency in Watertown, South Dakota, with Model T Fords and Roadsters. So, you know, he saw this incredible century, and so I lived a lot of that. How did we do it? We did it by working together. We did it by relying on principles, much like the principles that hold this little planet in space. They're principles that we can depend on, and we can't even totally understand them or comprehend them, but they're principles. And when we go back to principles, we always find a solution. So that's what It's the Principle is about. Then we have Rainbow of Colors, which is a beautiful statement. What Kirby has done with this piece, a cappella, is just really incredible. And yeah, that's what we're going to take a look at. But the idea, the analogy again, that we are a rainbow, and every color in the rainbow is represented like us, that we're side by side in the same spectrum. And that whatever our differences are, we all belong in the rainbow. And we can work together from there. And it's just really what Kirby has done with that is brings me to tears. Okay, finally, the promise takes us back around to Mother Earth. This is a pretty complex piece, and it summarizes everything we can do to be the rainbow, work together, and make a promise to our Mother Earth and to each other but we will go forward together and find the solutions that we need. And this is it's kind of a layered song, the way Kirby handled the lyrics. And it's a lot to be grateful for. We feel like gratitude is the bottom line. When you're grateful for what you have and what Mother Earth gives us and what we can do together, that's all you need. And we go forward and everything else disappears. But gratitude is the key to us coming together and seeing our universe in the light that we need to see our universe in. So, here we go. It's going to be a pretty incredible... Bottom line here is that if everybody in the world sang this with us, we'd solve all problems. Because the principles that do this, the principles we're talking about here, take care of the problems. Okay.